Yeah. So this year was a year of, I think, having the perfect team around us.
That's us.
Me learning. That's us. That's us.
Hey guys, that's me. That's us guys.
I said, that's us. I looked over at Dan. That's us.
Well, I mean, in the truth though, like kind of the reason like I asked that to begin with, like we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Very much.
We are not much, right?
Where
like
did
we're just
we
a
come
bunch
from?
of misfits here.
It is a random group
It's
of people.
very random.
What?
I came from Limegate in 2018.
Yeah.
The bike was going from Minneapolis to Dallas.
We just had the lime situation.
Yeah.
Where there was standing water with lime in it. Bike was ruined.
Yeah.
Ruined.
And so were the people.
And I didn't know who you were at that point.
No, we had a mutual connection.
I don't know the story.
So
Yeah, AJ number 2 knew Dan.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't even remember
You came
at that
from
time
Limegate.
AJ number 2's involvement. I think he wasn't very involved either.
No,
I don't
just
think
he was
buddy,
definitely
bro.
more on like the academy side than the racing side because we had Mike was driving the Vortex van,
What year was this? 20 or 19?
18, I think.
18?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the bike was going north to south and I was in between there. So bike stopped in and we got overnight with it, I think, like 12 hours with the bike.
That was it? Because
That
you
was
got
it.
it good. I remember
Yeah.
it showing up to the next race and all the privateers bikes were still mangled and mine looked sick.
Yeah. Well, we framed it down. There's a sick time lapse video. We framed it down, cleaned everything.
There's a video of that?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. So I came from Limegate. Then you guys flew me down to Dallas for that round. We were hanging out with, that era was like the, Bowers riding for, what was his name?
Super nice guy. Too.
Super good dude. Either way, that was it. So I went to that. You rode the bike at Texplex
Horrible,
for the first
horrible
time.
supercross track that day.
But that was
Yeah.
my first pro level experience right there. Was watching you ride at Texplex, standing on the face of a triple, and I was like, "Oh my!"
Yo.
I mean, I've never.
I don't think I
mean,
jumped the triple that day.
I don't remember.
I don't think I did.
I just remember being like, "This is such a different level than I'm used to. This is insane."
Yeah.
I would love to, even just not at that point. I wasn't even thinking to be playing the role I'm playing now. I was just like, "That's just cool to be around." I mean, that's a
100%.
whole different level of dirt bikes than I've ever seen.
Dude,
And I was hooked.
I'll never forget. We went to Tyler Rattray back when it existed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time I ever stood on a supercross track. And I looked at the whoops. I'm like, these are bigger than the doubles at my house.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You just remember those moments, you know? It's like,
Oh yeah.
where the heck did you come from?
Well, one of his first academies or schools traveling things was in Pennsylvania was at Sleepy Hollow. And I didn't know him. My son wanted to go to this class with this pro guy. I'm like, yeah, sure. What the hell? And I didn't even mean to park next to him, but I parked next to him, or he parked next to me because he might have been
was late?
Yeah, he was late. And we were sitting and talking about expanding other classes in our area. Long story short, he did one basically in my backyard. And instead of getting a hotel, I said, hey, you know, why waste the money? Just stay at the house. So he stayed at my house. We actually had a Guinness. That was the first beer I ever had with AJ. Wow. And because I was afraid, I was embarrassed. Like I told my wife, I'm like, hey, there's a pro athlete coming. I don't know what they eat, like, you know, like berries. Like I'm not sure what he's going to eat. No, I'm serious. So
Wow, we have the same experience.
yeah, so I ended up getting a taco tray. I figured, what the hell? Let's just try tacos. Everybody likes tacos. And
Strike one.
I'm sitting there drinking water. I remember I'm drinking water thinking, I'm choking this water down. And he goes, what? He goes, I could go for he said, I could go for a beer. I'm like, oh, thank God. And I said, what kind do you want? He goes, well, do you have any Guinness? I'm like, I have a whole fridge full.
I absolutely do.
So, and then he gave my life story, helicopter mechanic, firefighter, retired. And he called me one day and said, hey, you want to work for me? And I was like, absolutely. And that's how it started.
Wow, we have such a similar story in all of that because like COVID hit, I message AJ. Everybody knows this story, so I'm not going to share all of it. But go down, make a video, made a bunch of videos. You come to do a Vermont class like right after, And I'm like, hey, I would love to. And this was in my mind all planned, right? Like he didn't know this, but I was like, I didn't get the interview down there because I wanted a second, whatever the word is.
Meaning.
Yeah, sure. I was like, hey, when you land, come by the house. I'm 10 minutes from the airport and we'll do an interview. And it was the same thing. I'm like, well, don't drive an hour and a half, just stay here. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
what do you feed him?
Frick, what do you feed him?
It's like a wild animal. You don't know what they eat.
It's a wild animal. That's a
and I was like
beautiful way to put
waiting
it.
for him, and he was getting a rental car, and that took forever. So I'm like, frick, I'll make pizza rolls. And I made pizza rolls.
That's
and
a
then he
great
made pizza rolls,
decision.
and I was like, okay, we're good. But then my safe bet was
Pizza rolls.
No, but then my safe bet, I don't know if you remember this, was I'll take him to Chipotle.
Okay, that's a good tip.
And then I learned my first lesson about AJ, that if it's not 5 minutes away, we're not going. Because my
fair.
Chipotle is about 20 minutes. Everything's 20
far.
minutes.
Too far.
Yeah, dude. We're like not even halfway
Do you
there.
guys know that about me too?
We're
Is that
aware of
a
the
thing?
Yeah,
Dude,
situation.
how would we not
really?
know that by now?
That's why every hotel we land in, we're very close to a Starbucks. Nothing else, but we're very close to a Starbucks.
Well, dude,
Okay,
no, it was like
Starbucks.
we roll up. We're not even
sponsor.
halfway there, and AJ
Starbucks.
goes like, "How far is this?" And I'm like, "Frick." Oh well, we learned.
Just lie to him. That's the easiest way.
I was like, "Oh, we're almost there."
Yeah, where we live in Naples right now is 20 minutes from everything, and it's like my nightmare.
It's not going to
my
work. It's not going to work.
It's very centrally located, but it's 20 minutes from each thing, and it's like 20 minutes from the beach. It's 20 minutes from Whole Foods. It's 20 minutes from like Fifth Ave and all the nice restaurants. It's just too far
Sounds like a horrible lifestyle.
from everything.
It's unacceptable.
Yeah, it's not even.
Well,
okay.
I guess the problem is it's 20 minutes in Vermont's a little better, maybe. Sure. 20 minutes.
20 minutes is 20 miles.
20 minutes in Florida, you're hitting 25 stoplights, and you're just like, come on. Now.
Oh, see, that's a different kind of 20 minutes. Though.
Yeah,
When you're
I'll
not
agree
making
with
any
him.
progress.
Because when we would go to his house to the dog pound, I mean, the mileage wasn't far in the van, but everybody that drives on that road down there,
yeah.
my God, most of them shouldn't have a license.
If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, go download them. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I think that's it. Go download them there. Give them a listen. If you want to watch full episodes, which I tell you what, it's even better to do that, go to club.themotoacademy.com because Moto Academy subscribers inside of the app have exclusive access to watch the entire episodes. And not only that, the subscribers actually can send in their questions to be answered on the podcast as well. Club.themotoacademy.com. Go subscribe.